Good afternoon to all of you from the UND. So, at the very outset, we had the COX'S Development Authority as the chairman in last August. Now, I request my team to introduce yourself very quickly. You always as our good
Islam, Assistant Engineer, COX'S Development Authority.
We skill young people, but we are not only skill young people, we those employable skills. It's for future nations.
Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Put in place also waste management issues that
Thank you.
Marcus, I'm advisor on the rule of law and access to justice with you.
of the world and promoting peace everywhere. We also want to contribute.
planning and in sustainable tourism, you require
On one side, we ensure that the buildings and infrastructure, tourism, silvic cultivation, deep sea water fishing.
It can also grow. So thanks for highlighting, and I think livelihood is one of the key areas that we will focus.
As doing the livelihood development, the tourism development, we also place a focus on emphasis on vulnerable groups and on women. And so just 2 quick points on that in terms of we're going to be partnering you on the master plan. So on gender, I mean, and certainly this was a brief presentation, and we haven't read the master plan, but I was encouraged to see that the point on, I think you referred to cultural rejuvenation, to make it possible for women to be able to work in the tourism sector. So I think there are probably elements throughout your master plan where it would be possible to bring in the kind of specific needs and challenges faced by women and how to overcome them as part of the master plan. So that's something that I think UND could, we have experience in doing that in other countries.
you've been able to also to interconnect or to highlight the interconnection between environmental fragility, livelihoods, and the overall global trends of tourism. I think you have, and count us in, because that's what UNDP is very interested in, is already collaborating with the Ministry of Tourism in support for their ambition to have a sustainable tourism strategy. You have all the assets necessary, but the connection between waste management, environmental protection, and how these environmental and natural resources protection areas can also contribute to the generation of sustainable tourism, of jobs. It is not something to be looked at in isolation. It's not this is tourism and that is not. It is the ability for us to create models, modern models, and not replicate mistakes that many countries in the world have been. I'm from Spain. We have learned a lot from many years of utilizing coastal areas as mostly build hotels. I think there's a combination. I think you have explained it and highlighted the interconnection between these two.
Women, gender sensitive, for example, adaptation plan, gender sensitive, having the development plan. For example, also when we are approving the plan for the new buildings, we look into that feature, how the people with the disability, whether they are keeping the facilities for that we also consider. Anyway, we have come to the end of our today's session. I would humbly request our chief guest to have words for our future.
We have been moving quite far with our discussion with the Ministry of Tourism. We have been to Saint Martin quite a number of times. And we have a very ambitious plan for Saint Martin. But Saint Martin is like a starting point for us. Our vision, our ambition is to support Bangladesh in the small island development. But if we want to do this, we want to take Saint Martin as our starting point, and starting point has to be successful. and therefore we need your support. You know, we need to engage, we need to partner together. So unfortunate that we couldn't have the plantation event, you know, by the end of March or mid-April, because we want, our two ministers wanted to engage, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change, you know, and MOEF's Forest and Climate Change, and Ministry of Tourism. One works with them. We do one thing, but it has to have impact, positive impact on a number of areas. And that also links directly with what Rebecca was saying, you know, that it is not only talking about livelihood or talking about tourism, but it also bringing all those needs of the people.